I am Nave here with top 16, top 8, and top 4 of the VTSDL Season 7 Restricted Draft League. The past 3 weeks have been pretty annoying for me. I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and then I caught this nasty cough that still hasn't really gone away. It's some sickness I had like 3 months ago, not that many months ago, that has the same symptoms of I just like violently cough and very, very loudly. It doesn't move any phlegm or anything, it just kind of hurts me. And that came back, and that makes recording the team builders annoying, so I didn't do them. I didn't really feel like doing them anyway. Just because in a restricted draft format, the team building was never really all that interesting. I just didn't feel, I kind of feel this across the whole season. I didn't feel like I was ever really breaking new ground to myself. So I was a little less enthusiastic to make them, but because I don't feel like making a team builder so many weeks after the fact for all of them and pretending like they were recorded in the moment, and then I would render all those videos, and then I would make a thumbnail for all of them, and then upload them all at once, and it would be 3 videos, and then, like, no one's gonna watch the 3 videos in a row, all uploaded on the same day. Like, that'll be annoying. I don't think it's clean because it would feel bad to me too, because I would see those in the playlist, and I would see in the playlist these 3 videos that I threw together all in one day. So I'm just gonna stick all of them in here once like a lazy ass and trying to keep the builders with the perception, like not perception, but like just with the knowledge that I'm making these after the fact for all these games. As you could tell, because it's top 16, top 8, and top 4, not and top 2, I lost in top 4. I'll kind of go over how I feel about the season at the end, but that's why I'm doing that. Spoilers. I always say this, I don't think anyone watches this that doesn't already know that, but whatever. I'm going to go over the teams briefly, just for the interesting parts, and then we'll go into the video, reconvene when they're done, and whatever. And that cough. So my top 16 was against the Mono Water team. It did very cool that Mono Water team got so far, but I hate playing rain, so I wasn't really happy. As long as I have to play weather, I'm sad. So I brought Yachiberry Noivern to beat Scarf Kyogre with Ice Beam, or banned Ice Fang Barraskewda, and also to learn the first place immediately with the Kyogre's item is, because I think it's very easy for you to lose a game just off not knowing that. So we have that. I have Protect for the Blastoise's, like, Protect Blastoise's Fake Out, and then we just set up Tailwind. We have Hurricane because it's Hurricane, and Rain, Super Fang because it's Super Fang, and yeah, that's it. That's it for this Noivern. The goal was to do this Dialga. Dialga's Dragon Steel typing is insane here. Because with the Umbrella, I won't have to worry about any of the water moves unless it's like a Specs Kyogre. And I can just Iron Defense to beat out the Close Combat Barraskewda, or like whatever the Palafin wants to do to me. I have always wanted to run a Dialga that had no stabs at all. I thought about that as early as week 2, and now I kind of finally get to do it. Body Press Thunderbolt. Basically, Utility Umbrella makes me weak to... Utility Umbrella... What was it? Yeah. Utility makes me do fine until all the special moves, and then all that's left of the physical moves. Araquanid could maybe be annoying. Palafin could be annoying, stuff like that. So I just Iron Defense, beat the physical attackers. I already wall the special attackers very well, and then whatever. Ursaluna is Terra Grass Trailblaze, so Terra Blast triggers will do a fuck ton of damage. I can leave this next to Noivern and Earthquake too. After this Trailblaze at allowed speed, Scarf Kyogre and Tailwind, and then the rest of the team kind of doesn't matter too much. This is another team that built around 3. I mean, it's built around the Tauros. The Tauros is just, this is my Water type, this is my Assault Vest, this is my Intimidate, no reason not to bring it. CC Wave Crest Aqua to Wild Charge. And then this Scarf Persian, it can snarl a Scarf Kyogre once I already know its item, or even knock off like an annoying item like an Assault Vest, or even the Scarf itself. It does kind of suck if it doesn't die immediately, but it lives whatever Barraskewda wants to do unless it's Terra Fighting, and I can Terra Ghost anyway, so whatever. And then this Cresselia is just to bluff Trick Room, as I always like to do. I can't bring Trick Room because of Araquanid, but in case Iron Breath doesn't work, there's no grass resist on this team, and grass isn't an immunity, so there's no reason. I wouldn't run Thunderbolt, so I just run Energy Ball, Calm Mind, Thunder Wave, Lunar Blessing. This is kind of a bulky alternative to Tailwind, where I can lead this, and Dialga, I start Iron Defensing up. I can Calm Mind too if I want, but I can just spread Thunder Wave while Lunar Blessing up. So, alright. Our first showing of the night, our top 16 against Pineapple Pirate. Pretty interesting brings from him, I'd say. I kind of expected the Lantern, I kind of expected, especially the Palafin, and there wasn't too much else. I expected one of Samurott or Swampert, but I don't think Those made too much sense to me, or at least they're a little different. They look like it's planning against Trick Room, mostly guessing from the Araquanid, but no Bruxious for counter Trick Room is a little interesting. I'm just going to lead with my Frisk lead, which are these two. What do we got? Kyogre, Barraskewda, that's my favorite, that's my least favorite. Mystic Water and Life Orb is interesting. I think we just, Life Orb is interesting because now it gets, it gets a bunch of options. Just the Life Orb set. But now, since we know both of the items, we know we can just protect on this. I know that just because of Yashi Berry, this will never kill. Mystic Water has avoided the worst case scenario for me, which is great. Flip turn, fine. This is Yashi Berry, I'm fine. If this Ice Beams the Kyogre, I don't really care. I also don't care about that. Ice Beam, Water Spout, totally fine with me. We are going to go into you. I'm going to Iron Defense. I'm going to Terra Ground. EQ, I think, seems the smartest play here. I don't think, I think the -1 EQ should kill the fish. If it's max HP, it won't. But, what else to do? I would imagine the Kyogre kind of tears here or something to that effect. Yep. Protect. And I crit through the that. That's unlucky. It's pretty lucky for me, but it's unlucky for them. Sorry. That was a roll in my that was kind of a roll in my favor to kill anyway. We're gonna switch out just to kill the Barraskewda. I want to, because I don't care about the Barraskewda at this point. I mean, I don't care about the Kyogre. We move out into the Tauros, just to Intimidate cycle. If they protect the Barraskewda, that's a good play. I gotta, now that he says it has a calc. I'm a little turning my head. Yeah, I do believe that this +2 will always kill the Barraskewda. There was no Terra? No, yep. No Terra. Bonk. Origin Pulse miss is pretty unfortunate. And flop, do the flop. We're going to Thunderbolt and Wild Charge you, just because I really don't care about this Kyogre. It's not as threatening to me as the other stuff. I don't, because we didn't get to know what that Quillfish was. It obviously wasn't, yep. Wild Charge crit. Ooh, that is pretty bad. It depends on, okay. That was a, what did that do? It did a lot. I think we're still okay because of Trailblaze, right? Because what's with the Kyogre? The Ghost Kyogre is a big deal. This could be bad. We could lose here. It is Mystic Water. It has Water Spout, Origin Pulse, and then another, and an X move. What does this do to it? It is Grass at 60, and I have to EQ twice. Oh, that is bad. No, that's fine, because of... Yeah, because this will, especially with Sun gone, Water Spout should not be able to kill both. And it missed anyway, but that didn't kill, so it didn't matter. It mattered for differential. That was a lot shakier than I would have liked it to be, but I feel like that's the overarching trend for this matchup in the first place. Yeah. So we're going to switch to, as promised, we're just going to switch to this mode. I see no reason to do anything else. I learned the Araquanid to Citrus. There were a lot of crits. It all happened to me. It all happened to me, and it all happened according to plan. So it didn't feel very notable to me. But it did happen. We're just going to write Mystic, Water Spout, Spout, Pulse, Araquanid is Citrus, no moves revealed. Quillfish is, we know it's EV Boost, I don't know anything else. We know it's Lorb, Lip Turn, CC revealed. Yeah, that's all I got. Because I think I don't know. This is a very silly set. I'm feeling silly and inclined. I'm nervous, like just nervous because like well, I don't know, rain is so bad for me. I think against this team, I do think that the Persian is fine. I don't know what the Dugong could do besides perish me though. With this team, I think if I do remove the Barraskewda, if I remove the Barraskewda and like I think if he just realizes I'm not going for Trick Room, leaves the Araquanid at home, the Calm Mind Cresselia has a good chance of sweeping through this game. So while we're here, we'll see if there's anything I missed. Nope. I mean, we know that Dialga is faster than Kyogre again, Barraskewda again. I'm going to protect. I'm going to foul play the. Ooh, that's a good. Oh, nothing happened. Okay. I'm going to make a call. I'm going to make a call that this Kyogre. No, because I'm going to make a call that this Kyogre does not have Thunder. Or I don't have to, right? I can just do this. I can make that call. I can just foul play and switch into you. I think I shouldn't play. I guess no, because I'm up a game, right? I'm up a game. I can do this. Because I'm up a game, I can risk. No, I shouldn't do that. We're pretty boned if I think that's a fine play. I think it is bad. I think you're incentivized to CC something. I think that was bad of me because I killed. All right, because it got the defense drop. That's silly. Oh, we both died. That's not good. I don't like when we both die. If the Dugong is Perish Song, he wins here. It's not. It's probably not that. Thunder Wave, Iron Defense. We're gonna Terra you. I don't see a reason not to. Thunder Wave you and Iron Defense, I think. Acid Spray is good into me. Ooh, that is bad. That's not gonna turn out very well for me, is it? That's very bad. Because of I think we have to keep Lunar Blessing, we have to Thunder Wave. We have the Thunder Wave you and we have the Lunar Blessing. Or because I can't win with Dialga because of the Terra Ghost, which is very bad. Ooh, this is really the Acid Spray Quillfish really fucks me because that's Intimidate though. And the Acid Spray can get me, but I kind of have to rely on a very reactive play here because I will die after this, so I do have to. It's worth it to Loon. It's still worth it to do that, I guess. Icy Wind is bad, yeah. Hopefully they Orange Impulse on something. Yeah, we're cooked. Ooh, yeah, this sucks. I want to see who's in the back. This really sucks, actually. This is going to be a tough game to get out of, right? Because, well, it's not Swift Swim. It could be worse. I think... we still don't know this fucking... okay, we still don't know this Kyogre's last move. But I think now we know that Cresselia is bad. We have to go back to Trick Room, and we have to go back to Talon. How else can we adjust? How can he adjust to my? Oh, that sucks. Terra Ghost Kyogre really fucks me, huh? Yeah, this sucks. So what should we do here? We should. I want to lead. I don't want to lead it again because of the facade. No. What does Persian do to a Terra Water Kyogre? It does do 40 to it. I think it's very good at. I think we just do this. I think we leverage. I think we can kind of do this. I think we should lead you. I kind of think. I think I think this was obviously very good. I think we bring you in the back. I don't think. Do we ditch Dialga? No, Dialga's good. This sucks. Because we can't ditch the Ursaluna is as of current our only means of damage into anything. I think we bring Dialga. Do we ditch? Do we ditch the Persian? I want to lead like Persian. I want to ditch Persian and the other guy. That sucks. I want to because I want to bring 5 Pokemon this match. I'm repeating myself a lot, which I always do. What does Persian get me? Persian gets me an Oko on the Barraskewda. If I preserve, I don't have to worry about this. We're just going to do this again, and we're going to Terra Grass Trailblaze immediately. That is what we will do. Perfect. I think we take this. What does the Araquanid take from? I think we have to take from Hurricane. I think we just Tailwind and Protect here. And we Tailwind and Protect here, and then we get to Facade. We get to hype Super Fang the Kyogre, and we get to Facade the Araquanid. That will be fine, because the Araquanid will definitely die to a Facade. Unless it is max in every way. If you Ice Beam, we have the Yashi Berry. If you double protect on this, that's free Tailwind for me. Water Spout is fine. I don't like that. Entrainment, they both have Water Bubble now? Okay. That doesn't matter to me, right? Because that does suck because of Super Fang. Water Bubble, Mystic Water, what does that do to Ursaluna? Terra Ghost. That kills even a Water Spat will kill, but this won't. I think at this point we have to Hurricane, hope for a Confuse, and Trailblaze to get speed. That's fine. Oh, that Scary Face is bad. We do have to. That's fine. I just switch out. Why'd you do that? I just switch out. No, I'm gonna lose here. I'm gonna lose the Mono Water, and that's gonna suck. Because not getting the Trailblaze is really bad. I got the Super Fang. I Super Fang you, and then I just switch out into you, and that's all I do. It's fine, yeah. And because that killed, we're totally fine. I think I Trailblaze on you. Trailblazing on you is the best option in all scenarios, and then I Wild Charge you to do 50. I do believe Wild Charging you will do 50. With the roll to do 50. Destiny Bond, great for me. Now we do that to you. We Wild Charge you. That should be the Kyogre all dealt with. And then, regardless of what happens with the Rain exhausted, the Kyogre should be the Air should be able to sweep. I revealed Trailblaze? I hope I didn't reveal Trailblaze before this game. I used it twice. Yeah, no, this should be game. I picked Trailblaze over Seed Bomb. Even Barraskewda in the back, but it will only be able to do anything if it's max speed. What does Araquanid take from a Earthquake if it's Terra that? It does take a lot. I guess the best play here is to switch out. It isn't even to switch out the Quillfish, I don't think. -1 should still kill this. It's probably not going to kill this Quillfish, but it doesn't have anything better to do. If it doesn't kill it, yeah, definitely. 1 lives on 1. Icy Wind didn't matter. Yeah, getting up to 126 should be enough. That was a big survival, though. I don't think he liked that. I don't think that was fun. That was a fun decision. We're going to Trailblaze you, and we're going to Aqua Jet. We just have to pray that we're faster here. I think that we should be. I don't think that this Kyogre should be heavily be that speed invested. It's a good ending. I think switching out into a Araquanid here could be a good decision, but I think that even a -1 Bear Blaze gets this Kyogre, yeah. Yeah, switch out into a Araquanid is your best play. I'm going to Aqua Jet here on the assumption that they Icy Wind again. I'm predicting Protect Icy. I'm predicting Protect switch out into Araquanid, but that this is my only play. I can't do anything else but this. If I kill, as long as I kill the Kyogre, the game should be a little easy to win. Because I can defensively, I can Iron Defense not necessarily to attack it with Body Press, but just to live more. Oh, doesn't matter. Good for Aqua Jet. Right. I'm just going to... Yeah. Don't be slower. Don't have Ice Beam and don't be faster for no reason. It definitely should be... It is faster, but it doesn't matter. Wave Crash, Iron Defense. The goal here is just to survive through all of the liquidation. No, we're not going to do that. It's gone. 87. Citrus Berry activated. Araquanid dies. Takes 20. Liquidation. If it had Leech Life, it was a chance, but Dialga prevails. GG's. Dialga prevails. I think they had to switch out Araquanid. I think they could have won that. That was the most impressive. I think that was the hardest set I've played so far. Against Mono Water. Now, this guy has been cooking, even though it's the Water team. He's been cooking very hard throughout these sets. So that was top 16. It got pretty dicey there at the end. It was certainly the hardest set I've played so far. Like I said, I think I said that in the video already at the time, so you heard me repeat that like a minute later. But, I'll say that even still with the context that I'm out of the tournament now, I think it was still the most mentally strenuous. I think the top 4 game was a little silly, and I under-prepped because of Dozo. But anyway. Top 8 was against my protege Scaredy Kid. I regret that I can't give you a full dramatic read-up with a setting and a plot and a rising and falling action like I did last time. But right after playing Weather, I have to play Weather again, and I'm very pissed off about that. The trades I made make me exclusively worse into him. No Chandelure, I think even no Thunder, to an extent, no Thunderous. I think that's all that matters. He has a Florges now, he has a Harkonine now, he can just Rock Slide Flits me if he wants. Got something else. That all sucks. They're all exclusively better into me. So, we're here again. We gotta do something different. What he brought last time of Covert Cloak, Groudon, and Terraghost Charizard will absolutely be Trick Room now that I know it's been identified for him. I think he very easily could have won at least the second game, maybe even the first game, if he just remembered what Roar did, which is, his Achilles heel. He'll learn what Roar does eventually. So I don't really care to do a retread of Trick Room. I don't have any new Trick Room tricks, and Amorous can't do anything into a bunch of fires on a Florges. So I check Groudon on Dialga's weight and see that he crashes 40 BP into Dialga and decide to do Tailwind. Safety Goggles Noivern. Breaking Swipe in case the Groudon is Lorb. I can just keep lowering its damage even further. The goal for Dialga is to effectively all the Groudon if it only has ground and fire moves it did last time. I don't think there's a reason for it to be any different this time. I expect it to be still Covert Cloak, but maybe Life Orb. I expect it to ditch Helping Hand for Protect, because I've demonstrated that Citrus Berry or Utility Umbrella will... I've worked around beating Choice Specs Charizard plus Life Orb Groudon lead, so I don't think that'll happen again. I don't think Helping Hand is necessary. But anyway, I think Life Orb is better here, so I have Breaking Point to beat that, Super Fang to beat that, Tailwind because it's Tailwind. Scary Face allows me to, if Ursaluna's in Tailwind or if an Amorous Therian is in Tailwind, I can Scary Face whatever is naturally faster than them. If Jumpluff matches Tailwind with me, make it slower, and then have them attack, which is, great. The only thing better is Taunt, and I don't think Taunt is all too much better, huh? And then, as I said earlier, Dialga's Terra Grass settled that thing, but my lead, if I Terra Grass immediately, both these leads are immune to powder moves, and I can roll the Groudon. Terra Blast Grass can one-shot Groudon if it with the set that he used last time, 252 HP, 172 special defense. Power Gem is the best neutral option into everything, assuming there's no Steel Terras. And if I want to, turn one, I want to Power Gem the Jumpluff to get it down to Sash, and Breaking Split with Noivern to kill it. And then Draco is Draco. Ursaluna, nothing special, hits all the Ursaluna buttons. I kind of forgot what I have to bring Throat Shot for. I think I brought Throat Shot to beat Latios. Yeah, I beat Throat Shot for Latios. Lycanroc does Lycanroc things. Accelerock plus Combat Play Rough. I found this to be pretty good when I'm playing against myself. I saw that, I think it could reverse a lot. I think there's not much reason to run a max speed Latios here, and even then I still have Accelerock. It can prevent Jumpluff from getting a second Tailwind of its Accelerock. A lot of fun stuff. And then Enamorous Tauros are both an alt lead together, but alt leads individually. Encore on Jumpluff would ruin my Noivern setup. If we match Tailwind with Noivern, Jumpluff can just Encore Noivern into Tailwind, and that fucking sucks. Then it's stuck, I'd probably lose then. So if I bring Mental Herb and Amorous, with Overcoat I'll lose to... I can beat both Sleep Powder and Encore. And I've been wanting to bring Tailwind and Amorous pretty much every week I've brought it. It's been in consideration, so now I get to. Tauros Rain Dance is kind of an alt lead. It's more for Noivern than an Amorous because of basically the goal is with Chestoberry, I'm also effectively Chestoberry's Safety Goggles is also effectively a sleep immune lead. So what happens is this does Rain Dance, Groudon can't kill me. Terra Water, I think Terra Water Wave Crest will still kill a Charizard that isn't Terra. I don't think he knows his calcs like that. But basically, I Tailwind, I have a super passive lead, I Tailwind, I Rain Dance. I turn off the sun, so then Noivern can Scary Face the Jumpluff. Then the Jumpluff cannot Encore towards the Rain Dance, which it would want to do, and I can just Wave Crash the Groudon. Of course, I just get owned if it Rage Powders, but if it's Rage Powder, it's probably not running Encore, so I'll be fine. That's a bit too much talking than I like to do, but this was a little bit more involved, I think. So, whatever. I do have even more talking for you, because I did a pre- and post-game interview with Scaredy Kit that I will lead into now. Alright, now, I didn't get your hello, but I got the rest of that.
Okay. I'm so confused.
Alright, well now, I don't know, what do you think the people want from you, Scaredy Kid, on your rematch against me, Knave?
People want an upset, I won't lie.
The people always want an upset. The people know that I'm I'm 9-0, and they know that you're 5-4, and they think that you have a much more compelling number than me because 5 is a better number than 9.
Yeah, and people, they want to see the Nepo baby overcome the Nepo dad.
They do,
you know?
they do. They always like those kind of stories because it means that the Nepo baby maybe will distribute some of their wealth.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't see it happening.
I see it happening. I think there's a chance. After our pregame interview, we were in the call before that, and he said, I prepared for most of this, so I guess that's a bad sign for me. What's he saying? What's this YouTube link he's got me? It's Carcalicious. Thank you, Carcat. This is 5 of what I expected. Berserker in the last slot I also did expect. Yeah, that's the last 5. This is the last version of the shit I put in for him, so that's good. Redon, Jumpluff, Latios, Charizard, Berserker, Hark. I'm going to lead with these 2 and these 2 in the back. You are Covert Cloak again. Good for me. Covert Cloak again is bad because it means Breaking Swipe is now useless. And I don't like when Breaking Swipe is useless. If I'm lucky, he is going to... If I'm unlucky, he's Terra Blast Fairy here. If I'm lucky, he tries to... what was it? He tries to Sleep Powder something here. I'm gonna Google, you're taking too long. I'm gonna Google I need the you're taking too long. You're taking too long, Delta Rune, if it gives me... Alright, come on, make your moves. Are these easy? Don't consult your... No. I'm coughing, go. Okay, I'm thinking, I'm gonna... Here's, yep. Tailwind. He crashed totally fine. He matched Tailwind, which I'm okay with. Breaking Swipe. That's a pretty bulky... What's its name? So now... My Breaking Swipe to scout if this has Tailwind, Cloak, Sash, Crash. Tailwind is where we find out if it has Encore. Don't show me a Terra on the Groudon, please. Terra Fire. Sleep Powder, got that. Grass does 25. Could be better, could be worse. I am faster than the Groudon, as I expect it to be. I'm going to Scary Face and... no, I don't need the Scary Face, because if I'm screwed. If there's a Scarf, I'm screwed anyway. So we're going to do this, and we're going to Power Gem. With Scarf, I lose here. It's Terra Fire, which is interesting. I don't think you would bring Scarf here. I think you would also have locked in faster if it was something else, so that's good. Well, the amount of time he's taking leads me to believe he was not expecting the Heat Crash damage to be so low. Super Fang. Oh, I am stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I forgot that Charizard is just naturally faster. I'm so stupid. I forgot that Charizard was naturally faster, so I sort of Scary Face. That was so stupid of me. Alright, Terrifier. We Accelerock you and we Facade. We just fucking hope that's enough. We can count this here, right? Accelerock onto Terrifier does likely do enough.
It's a roll to do enough. So hopefully that'll be good enough. 33 is bad. Oh, never mind, we're fine. And because Precipice misses. Okay, well, no bad play goes unpunished. No good play goes unpunished. We'll just do the same thing again. What did we learn? We learned the Charizard is faster than my guy. That was really fucking stupid of me. I should have checked. I know it's got Heat Wave. I know it's got Precipice. I don't know any of its other moves. When in Trust, yeah, that was bad. He also crashed Precipice. I didn't see anything else. I know Sash. I know it's Aura Spear. Aura Spear is the adjustment I made to it, too. Or, like, the adjustment I would have made in his shoes, so... We lead the same thing again, I think... Everything else should be fine. Because knowing the Terra thing is fucking annoying. But... I think it means I can just Draco the Groudon now. Right, because if I Draco the Groudon, the second Draco will always kill. That's all I need. Hope the Hark isn't Scarf, because that would suck. I presume it's like Helping Hand and Roar. Groudon, Charizard, we Tailwind, and we Draco Meteor. Here's respects. We don't have to Terra. We're just gonna Tailwind and Draco. And hope it's not Terra. It's not like Choice Specs. I mean, I hope it's not Terra Fairy. Even if you Precipice here, it won't kill Dialga, and I think you're more likely to go for something else here. Yeah. You're taking too long, and it crit too. Crit did not matter. You're taking too long. We're gonna switch you out. You're taking too long. So yeah, that was bad. That was bad that happened to him. The bear is fine. We just do that. We go down. Precipice Blades does hit, which is good for him. We Super Fang and we Earthquake. Even though it's not Terra Fire. No, that's good. North. It's probably not Protect. I don't think, because it's Helping Hand, and then I guess it's probably the Helping Hand Roar said, ooh, big miss. But not enough. Not enough. Breaking Swipe, and then we Facade. And we Scary Face Facade. Just to reveal it one last time, Scary Face. Facade, oh, it does 18. Oh, it died, and then we'll show. We gotta let Hiyoko get the last kill, right? We go. We just Scary Face again, and we close combat. GG's. I'm sorry, my liege. That was silly. Now we're 2-0. We're 10-0 going into finals. I think I played so dumb on the first one, and I was not rewarded. And then in this one, he just got screwed. He brought almost exactly what I thought what I played against myself was. So that's nice. I'm going to call him for a post-game interview. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do that to you, my liege.
You know, the first game, I think I did well the first game.
You did well the first game. I'm going to be honest. I was a fucking moron. So you know what happened? You saw that So, you know when the turn when Charizard killed both my guys?
Yeah.
I went, oh, I should Scary Face this Charizard so I could Draco Meteor it. And then I went, oh wait, no, we're both Tailwind. It's going to be faster anyway. I'm not going to do that. And I forgot that Dialga was just slower than Charizard anyway.
Yeah,
So I just let them both die, and I could have just Scary Face Draco and won a lot more convincingly.
Go on.
I think you could have had it in the first game. Second half, I think the Excel Rock on the ground was a low roll to kill. I think what you had to do was, if you heat crashed, if you doubled into the Ursaluna, I think you had a chance.
If the Precipice Blades, the first one didn't miss, I would have had a chance too.
Yeah, you're right. I think. Yeah, you're right. But that's it. I think you brought almost exactly what I played against myself with, which is crazy.
That's what I was scared of, because I assumed you knew who I was getting to help me build my team.
All I know is that you got Blizzard. There was someone else I asked Mike Titan if he wanted to prep with me, and he said I can in 6 hours when I asked him, and I said okay, and then you asked to play, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But I didn't ask anyone else.
I don't want to drag this out. I'm disappointed in the first game. The second game, I played very poorly though.
I think the first game, I think the first game you were one call away, or you were one bit of luck away, and then the second.
The second game, I messed up. I thought you would bring in a Trick Room.
Yeah, no, I was doing no Trick Room, because what I saw, because I looked at the last team and I saw you over prepared for Trick Room, and I went, okay, well then I'm not. Well, because no, what happened was that I literally can only bring Trick Room into you, and then I remembered that a Groudon doesn't get Flare Blitz, and he crashes 40 BP, so if I just tear Grass Dialga, then I'm fine.
Yeah, he crashed as nothing. I don't know. I had Roar and Helping Hand on my Groudon.
That's what I expect. I'm surprised it didn't have Protect again. I thought not having Protect really fucked you in the first set. I was surprised.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Put Protect on it over Helping Hands.
What are you gonna do? Wanted to show off. I had an H Arcanine. I should have brought him into the Noviern matchup. I just didn't think you would play Noviern.
Yeah, what was the item on it?
On who?
The Arcanine.
Oh my goodness.
Send the paste too, so I can put it in my paste log.
It was Choice Scarf.
Oh, that would have been crazy to me. Yeah, you should have let that. But I saw it.
I didn't think you would bring Noviern back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, because Helping Hand head smash onto the Noivern was a big worry. Because of what it was. I was worried about Choice Scarf Arcanine, Encore on Jump Pluff, Terrablast Fairy Groudon, which I knew only I would put on your team. So I wasn't that worried, but it was scary. And then something else I wrote down on my list. What else was I scared of? I was scared of Electrode with Taunt. I thought that would have been scary.
Now I'm getting Reddit r/Homestuck because I looked up.
That is so sad. Alright, well, you got top 8 on your first season, isn't that?
Nice. When's the next season?
It shouldn't be too long. It'll be National Dex, which has Galashapon in it, if you care.
Oh, I'm making a comeback.
Oh yeah, no, this is basically literally everything I expected you to bring. You brought. That's crazy. I'm not I deleted. Let me show you. I can export the paste and show you the team that I had plugged into the calc, and show you how similar it was. Wait. It was I didn't have the. I took Scarf on it because I didn't think you would bring it, but I was always playing against the Scarf Arcanine. But those 5 and then something else for the last slot was all I played against myself. Was all I prepped against myself with.
Oh, I should have put Encore.
No, you.
Encore user.
No, you really should have. Encore was a thing to me.
Oh.
The Cover Cloak was scary. I didn't think you would bring it, but I wanted to I don't know. You would lose. if I could breaking swipe the Wyvern forever, you would the Ganon forever. It wouldn't hurt me. But it's Cook.
I can only do so much, you know.
That's true. You're only one.
Did you
kid.
I guess you mock battled yourself.
I mock battled myself. I was gonna mock battle with someone else, and I got impatient.
Yeah, I was impatient too.
Um,
All right. Well, thank you for training me.
yeah, you did it. You did well. You did. Actually, this showed up all on my screen, isn't it? That's funny. The video is gonna be a while because I've been coughing so much, and I don't want to record when I have to cough every breath. I don't space myself out enough.
Do you know who you're playing next?
Yes, I'm playing Pigs. I'm playing Dozo. I was telling everyone this. No matter what happens, I'm losing because I beat you, and I have to prep against Dozo, or I lose to you, and I still have to prep against Dozo.
Wait, why would you still have to prep against?
Because then you would play Dozo. So no matter what happens, it would have been bad. It would have been awful. My matchup is good. My matchup isn't as bad as I thought, but it'll be fine.
Tell me when your game is so I can like.
You know I will.
Plan around it. I gotta watch my Nepo Daddy win.
True. Let me put we can do. Let me put in. Did I do top 16 or T? I did T8. All right, that's enough. I'll let you.
Water.
I need water too. I'll let you free. I'll begin. I'll try and.
Need anyone to mock that.
I'll try and force myself through a video at some point. All right. Goodbye.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
Now it's my Nepo baby slain. It's time for the finale top 4 against Dozo. My finale. The other guy's got another one. I'm burned out by now. Weather into Dozo erodes your soul. There's fucking zero fun to be had in team building for any of those 3. But I don't think that reflected in my team building at all. I didn't go in moping and grunting and make a shitty team on purpose. I think this is the best team I could have had. Even after the fact, I just kind of played poorly and got unlucky. But I said going into, before we even started playing, this guy had the best team going into the tournament. I turned this plus Tatsudozo. Tatsudozo should not have been allowed. There were a lot of odd tiering decisions, I think, in the A tier that ultimately turned out to be fine, or at least not as bad as I thought they would be. It is not true of Tatsudozo. Tatsudozo is ridiculous. Also has Screamtail, which turned this plus Tatsudozo to Screamtail is an assortment of the worst thing this tiering could have. And I'll be honest, I don't think Dialga, Cressluna, Enamorous, Noivern, C-tier, all that is too far behind. I think my team is very similarly bullshit and egregious, so it's 2 gross teams that have to knock each other out. The goal here is to use Risk to determine the Eternatus' speed. I kind of skimmed through his pace. I saw that he rarely ever ran Timid on it. He usually ran Modest, but I think Timid, Life Orb. He never really ran like Life Orb, which is how I run around it. I would have attacked with it, but he likes to install stuff, so... basically, Pressure will go before Frisk if it's faster than Noivern, and Frisk will go faster than Pressure if it's lower than Noivern, and I will use that to determine if I can Terra. I have Haban Berry, so I should only have the Terra in front of a Screamtail that is Thunderwave, or I guess a fake tier Screamtail, which is a hint. I didn't think about that at the time, but I also would have to Terra in front of that. But basically, breaking sway for Dozo. I just lower its attack if I can. It just spread damage. There's not too many physical attackers, but I didn't think there was too much that was better. Super Fang is Super Fang, Tailwind is Tailwind, Taunt, so you can't taunt. So the Screamtail, which is faster than my Enamorous or Ursaluna, and Tailwind can't Encore or disable lock them. I can just taunt them, so that's good. The primary goal on lead is to put 101 speed Ursaluna or 98 speed. I can't believe 98 speed. This is supposed to be 101. I didn't change it, but whatever. 101 speed Enamorous and Tailwind, and I'll have them beat an initial lead, which I imagine to be Eternatus Screamtail, but it could also be if something was Eternatus Zoroark, or anything that doesn't involve a Dozo. they will beat that initial lead, force Dozo out. Hopefully, I will have gained enough momentum from then with Noivern to either Breaking Swipe it down so it can never ramp us, order up, or I can Super Fang it and just kill it outright and win from there. Ursaluna is able to force Terra on an Amorous. If it's not force Terra on an Amorous, I can just Earthquake and then go, oh, I don't want to get Earthquaked and die, and then it Terras, and then that's not a Terra that Dozo can do, even if that's not too big a deal for me. It can beat Zoroark consistently. I Throat Chop it. It can't Hyper Voice if it's been Throat Chopped, even if it Terras. And an Emissarian is a little bit riskier because of the speed there, which I didn't notice at the time, but it is true. Mostly because Dazzling Gleam cannot OHKO even a no-bulk Zoroark, which Specs does, but I think the Protect was pretty valuable with the Terra Ground Earth power, which can OHKO an Enamorous, an Eternatus unsuspectingly. But if I commit the Terra on this, it can potentially have more reward, because I can just hit D-Gleam that hits both sides with Super Fang that'll let me get all the kills I want. And while it has a very bad matchup into Dozo, if I spread damage everything else down, or if I preserve it to hurt with the Tatsugiri in the back, I should do a lot better. The Olga is just attack. Orthworm can wall both this if it just Dragon Move, Steel Move, and Earth Power, which I did have, and Ursaluna too, which is also another reason why I have Throat Chop on instead of Headlong Rush. So I Flamethrower instead, just hit the Orthworm super effectively. Cresselia spreads T-Wave to make sure Eternatus or Dozo can always be outsped even when Tailwind is gone. The Rocky Helmet basically allows this to 1v1 Orthworm in the endgame. So even in a +4 body press will not be unless it's cursed. A +4 body slam, a +6 heavy slam should do a lot to Cresselia, but a +6 body press will not do more to Cresselia than Rocky Helmet will do back. So it can start the 1v1 Earthworm and essentially ignore it. It's good against Plero Screamtail. It's good against if Dozo Wave crashes Cresselia, that'll be a lot of recoil if its defense is so high. Second can T-Bolt do respectable amounts of damage to whatever I want it to do as well. And then Lycanroc is just my Sash guy. Accelerock to beat a Scarf Tatsugiri. And the priority is good against Eternatus. Close combat and Drill Run. Can kind of Hail Mary crit through Dozo while also being super effective into Eternatus. So now that's it. I will need you to bear witness to my one and only defeat for the VTSDL Season 7 Restricted Draft League. I think Dog Trio over Orthworm is very interesting here. I thought Orthworm was kind of a gimme into me because of how much it walled Ursaluna, and it could even wall Enamorous and other guys. But I see that is not the case here. I could lead with Enamorous, but I don't think that'll be necessary. I want to guard against the Hisui and Zoroark. So we'll just go with what I always do. Keep in mind the speeds. Dondozo, Screamtail. That is a choice specs. That is a booster energy. We Tailwind, we Throat Chop. That means Dazzling Gleam is fine. Being faster is fine. We Tailwind, you die. I burn you. I Super Fang this Dozo and I Earthquake. Do I Terra? I still have a reason to Terra. If you Throat Chop Encore me, that's annoying, so I will instead gamble that you will not do that. What are my options here? If I Terra Water, how much if I Terra Water, I'm kind of fine. So yeah, I think we Taunt you, we Facade, Earthquake Facade you. It's kind of hope that you don't do that. There's no Eternatus in this game, which is kind of funny. Facade does 37, that's acceptable. Crit, the crit mattered. That's not fun. We will Thunder Wave. And we will... That's fine. We will Thunder Wave and Facade again. It is leftovers. From what I saw, he rarely ever brought leftovers, so this is a bit interesting. If he Waves crashes into the Cresselia to kill it, I will be okay because of 39 is pretty good. Para. Order up another crit, dude. Get real. We're gonna
I'll double up this turn. Facade, that's fine. Oh, that makes up for it then. I got crit twice. I think that makes up for everything. We're going to Thunderwave you, and we'll just Earthquake again. I will Psychic you. I guess I will. I'm going to Thunderbolt you. I'm going to Draco you. That's fine. Fake Tears does not matter to me all too much. Doesn't matter to me all too much. The Screamtail being Degleam is annoying, but that's fine. That is bad. Oh, that's very clever. Yeah, that's funny. I'm going to Thunderbolt you. I'm going to Thunderbolt Flash Cannon you. Good. Thunderbolt Draco you. Alright, don't get a triple double protect. Yeah. That would happen to me. Alright. Get the double protect, and I lose off a double. Losing off a double protect is very frustrating. How could I have played that better? I want to play. Because the Screamtail is Perish, the Dozo stuff. I predict we'll see that again. But that was annoying. I mean, the crit worked out in my favor, but that got crit before, so that's fine with me. The Degleam, whatever. I guess I could have played. I played a little too scared of Encore, but I think it's safe to assume that I don't have it now. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna do the same. I don't see a reason to not do the same thing here. Because what happens if I do? I don't want to do a name here because I don't think he's gonna bring the Zoroark again. No, we did the same Ursaluna thing, but I think we do the same thing. Alright, because what do you got? Alright, it's Frisk, Speed Tears, revealed Wikiberry, Booster Energy. It is faster. It is faster, which is very important. That means we have to Tailwind here and Earthquake. We're going to... Because Fake Tears plus a Bondberry. This sucks. We have to... Because Fake Tears, what does... Is Fake Tears plus that kills, right? Fake Tears... The Tournament kill, we're just going to have to do the Tailwind thing. And, yeah, that was fine to do. Degleam. Fine. Tailwind. Oh, it's not faster. Oh, my Frisk went first. I'm a fucking moron. I'm so stupid. I literally went. I didn't have to Terra because I went first. I'm gonna lose because of that. I'm gonna Super Fang and Facade you. Fine. Fang Facade. I know all of the Screamtail's moves now, so I don't have to fear that. That's not a Bug Trio. That's something else entirely. It's fine with me. I Thunderwave you. I Protect. Thunderwave you. Yeah. All that matters to me is that you are slower because the Screamtail does not have Encore. And that means Zoroark is in the back doing nothing. Fire Spin does not matter to me. So I Thunderwave you. I'm going to T-Bolt. I'm going to T-Bolt and Facade. Fine. I can now switch out into Dialga and Earthquake. And then I'll switch right back into Cresselia. Dying to burn is annoying. Why am I trapped and cannot? Oh, because Arena Trap, huh? That's funny. You know, we don't need to Tailwind, right? Yeah. Oh wait, because it was, I forgot about the speed tier. Well, it didn't matter, because I didn't have Taunt. So we have to Flash Cannon and Psychic. Yeah, we lose here. Oh, unless. I mean, if I get a million full pairs, I can win, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because you have the Wiki Berry too, yeah. GG's. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. I played bad. I got surprised I played bad. I played like a moron by not realizing it, but I got bailed out by the double protect. I'm done with this season. But that's it. That's the end of this season. That was the only set I've lost this season, so I am obligated to go on a lengthy analysis of my flaws in that match. But I think it was a pretty uncomplicated loss that I have pretty uncomplicated feelings about. So I don't need to go into the replay or anything. I'll just tell you. I got unlucky in game 1. I got crit twice, and while that was made up for with the crit on the Dozo, the double protect was uncalled for entirely, and so I'm not too upset about that one. I could have played around it by T-Waving my own Dialga, so it would die last to Perish Song, but I'm not going to hold myself too much to that, because they were in more of a play to your outs type scenario than I was. Obviously, it would have been incredible, great play if I parried myself, but in a normal world, in a world that plays in what's statistically likely, I Flash Cannon the Grimtail and then dies and I win. So that happened. The T-Wave would have still been smart, but would have been unnecessary. So whatever. I am more upset about game 2 where I just played like a moron. I hit skip to the end when I play all the time. You see that in the videos. I don't like waiting. I hate how slow card is, and I play Showdown so much. Like sometimes I think Showdown's too slow. So I learned those kinds of speed interactions, like who's faster, or Hadron Engine, or Calcompulse. First of all, I usually don't know that, and I lose a lot because of that. So that is one area where card is better. But even when I do, I learn by reading the sidebar. And because I didn't read the sidebar, fucking footage, maybe I did, I just saw pressure go off. I thought that it meant Eternus was faster even after reading out loud the first and the second beforehand. So I think I was just not in the right gamer space today. There were a good few poor decisions in that set I made anyway, like not targeting the Screamtail. I don't really blame myself too much for it because I didn't really lose to Perish Song, right? In the moment, I didn't really think I lost to Perish Song. I thought I lost to a double protect, and thought I could ignore the Screamtail otherwise. But not hitting the Screamtail not only opened me to some Perish scenario shenanigans, but it would meant that I was hitting into immunities that I could have if I played more conservatively, switches or whatever the fuck. So, that was bad. They got the switch around me all the time, and it usually worked. I don't even think that I didn't consider Perish enough in the builder. I think I covered enough for it fine just by having third chop. I just did not play to my own standards, and like everyone will have days where they play like shit, and sometimes those days will be important. But whatever. Overall, the season was kind of blah. I'm glad to be done with it, honestly. If I won this set and then had to play either a rematch against Jade, who was running like a Palkia team very similar to mine, I said that before, prepping against that is kind of boring. Or if I had to play against Kieran Blizzard spam, which is boring and even more of a chance to just luck out against me. I just would not have had fun either way. My regular season performance has been the best it's ever been. 8-0 undefeated, dropped 3 games, and and no matter what happens with the rest of this tournament, at a record of 12-1, I will have the best record out of everyone.
No one else. I will still have had the least amount of losses of everyone in playoffs. I will still have the most amount of wins of everyone in playoffs, which is a pretty notable bullet point, even if I'm not a finalist. But like, that season was just not very fun. Like I was ever like particularly proud of my play or my teams. I abused the tearing to get a really busted team, but like I got Dialga, who was completely sauceless. I think even if it would have meant being weaker, if I do this again, I will pick Creisceidon or someone I know I actually like, because that will be more fun. Just they can do something. Bulk up Creisceidon having bulk up is more interesting than anything Dialga can do. And like, I also have Creisceidon. Like Creisceidon's super fucking good, but it's not fun. I did, as always, feel like I made my team too trick room oriented. I felt like an Amaritharian held me back a little bit too much. I don't know what else I could have gotten, and I always do that, and I went on a tailwind tear anyway by the end. It all worked out, so it didn't matter. I think picking an Amaritharian was a bad decision because the scenario where Ground Fairy is good is too idealistic, and either, maybe not in reality, but at least because of how I play, playing an Amorous just like a fat flutter main is not, like, I don't know how to do that. That's not how I can't play just having a fat ass, and, like, without having something very specific for it to do, and I can never find that specific thing for it to do. The fun support pieces I got was centered in Persian, rarely ever worked out for me. I had very, very high hopes for Persian that never worked out. And like again, like I said, the Enamorous I wanted to draft for a very long time. I've been infatuated with this turtle for a very long time. It barely got to do anything, both of which disappoint me. Other stuff is fine. I with Thunder Assyrian was more valuable. I also thought that would have been fun. I wanted to get that for a while. Electrode. I don't know. God damn it. I keep coughing. I'm not going to cut any of them out. I'm sorry if you watch this whole video and watch it, but I just do not fucking feel like cutting all this coughing out. It was an Electrode. Rock Dust was good to me. Tauros was kind of boring, but there was something else I thought of and then forgot. Noivern. Noivern's good. I think Noivern might be my signature draft Pokemon at this point. It's either, I think, I counted from my, because I recently made a spreadsheet. It was a very, very unemployed thing of me to do, where I compiled for all the 9 drafts I've played in, I compiled my draft stats, my stats for each Pokemon. And then I saw, and like, I couldn't figure out how to get it to only show me the duplicates, which wouldn't convenient for my own uses, but I know what Pokemon I have duplicates of. And statistically, if we were to go by how many times I picked it, my signature Pokemon are Noivern, then the entire Basculin line, but not one specific Basculin. Just, I've done very well by having something either something in the Basculin line, and then Magmar, and then the Magmar line is like far off. Like those are all tied. That's a 3-way tie. And anyway, that's a long sidetrack. I'm letting myself get sidetracked for content or whatever, but it's not in my outline. I've been pretty reluctant to make team builders this season, even before I got hit with graduating college and finals and 300 illnesses and the wisdom teeth. That was one of the illnesses I counted. And team builders were most of the reason I played draft in the first place, to share myself on the team in my build, and to a greater extent the team I was proud that I made. I wasn't. I'm going to take having less interest in doing that, both as an indicator that restricted format sucks. I didn't make any fun teams. I didn't really make any teams that I wanted to share. I need to keep track of how many times I say something, because whenever I say something like that, I always think, man, I said this like the 5th time I've said that in a video, because I'm a broken record. But I'm sure there was a team where I went, this matchup, it was kind of cool to prep for, and I'm sure there was one, but it was not good enough for me that like stuck out to me. I'm just taking both an indicator of that, and that I'm just getting burnt down on draft in general. I've done a lot. I play a lot in all of them. I make it very far in all of them, so I don't get 2 week gaps between every season. And like, as you said, it makes me sound very spoiled. I'm a spoiled, very competent brat. Anyway. I think my interest in draft in general is just waning a bit. We need a new gen or something. That's the format's fault, and not my fault. So I'll probably take a season or 2 off to recharge, maybe find more pastors, explore, get into doubles OU, or I don't know. I won't. I might change my mind, I might not. I don't really know how to conclude this. I don't think broad or specific lessons I can take away from the season. I guess that I didn't really stress over my type chart, and it was fine. This is the case anyway, so whatever. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day. Mwah.